Can the St. Louis Rams improve from a 3-13 record from last season? The lines makers think they can with a season win projection of 6.5 games. Do you play over or under? We give you the smart money play next. From our Rockstar Studio, Tony T here from Gamblers Television, covering the NFL Vegas style all season long. 2007 was a forgettable year for the St. Louis Rams. The Rams were decimated by injuries to their offensive line in the preseason and regular season. Starting quarterback Mark Bulger was a sitting duck in the pocket, and it led to an injury-plagued season in 2007. The Rams had the talent to improve on a 3-13 record from a year ago. Odds makers have set the Rams season win total at 6.5 games. You know, when you handicap season win totals, you must look at the schedule. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Rams schedule. The Rams have a difficult schedule in 2008. They face all the teams from the NFC East, which is the toughest in pro football. Two of those games are at home to Dallas and the New York Giants. Now, with a retiring Strahan, the Rams could be competitive at home against the Giants. But the rest of the home games are winnable games, and the Rams could go 6-2 this year at home if healthy. Now, we would need St. Louis to capture one road game on the season if they're to surpass 6.5 wins. The Rams should be competitive on the road at Washington, San Francisco, New York Jets, Arizona, Atlanta, and at Seattle. Now let's take a look at their offense. Now Mark Bulger had an injury-plagued season in 2007. He broke his ribs and had a concussion on the season because his offensive line had 3 starters out with injuries. Now further complicating matters were injuries to reserve linemen, and the Rams were patchwork at best. Isaac Bruce was released, and the 14-year veteran will be replaced by Drew Bennett, who is a big target and has run-after-the-catch abilities. Now, another upgrade to the unit is the return of offensive coordinator Al Saunders of the club. Saunders was around during the Marks era. He uses shifts and motions, and he knows how to exploit weaknesses against opposing defenses. He also does a better job of utilizing his running backs better than Mike Martz. The Rams have upgraded their receiving corps. Now, through the draft, they picked up speed for their fast home track in Donnie Avery from Houston and Keenan Burton from Kentucky. The Rams picked up former Seattle Seahawks place kicker Josh Brown in free agency. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at their defense. First-round pick Chris Long gives St. Louis 2 bookends on their line with Lawrence Little playing opposite. The Rams' defense was also hit with injuries. You know, when St. Louis had 4 starters playing together in the secondary, they were 3-3. But when someone was out due to injury, the Rams went 0-10. Now, the linebacker Will Witherspoon led the team with 132 tackles and should stabilize the linebacking core. Now, to my selection. 2007 was an aberration due to injuries suffered by the Rams. Mark Bulger had a Pro Bowl season in 2006 by passing for 4,301 yards with 24 TDs with just 8 picks. Steven Jackson rushed for 2,334 yards in the same year and ran behind a patchwork line in 2007. Jackson missed 4 games due to injury and most of a 5th game by getting hurt during the game. Look for Jackson behind a healthy line to resort back to his old form. Now, Chris Long will bring enthusiasm, and his presence will give the Rams better depth on the defensive line. Josh Brown is a key addition for St. Louis, who gives the Rams clutch kicking and will improve field position with his deep kickoff ability. A 7-9 or 8-8 is a strong possibility this season for the Rams. Play St. Louis over 6.5 wins for the 2008 season. This is Tony T from our Rockstar Studio, reminding you to visit and bookmark my television show page at www.gamblerstelevision.com for continuous point spread coverage from the NFL. Gamblers Television, get addicted.